I am almost out of gas, so that will be something to deal with on the return trip from this quad day. Emphasis on quad day, not leg day. Um, I think I want to split up my quads and hamstring training. I'm starting to think that that might be a good move for me. I'm not saying that as a recommendation for anybody else, but you know, I've always done hamstrings first, just so I could have them out of the way, and then I could really put a lot of energy into quads. But honestly, my hamstrings aren't that weak. I think my quads can come up a bit. So, I mean, I know this is going to be a fucking gnarly quad pump, because every time I do quads alone, it always is. So I think I'll throw hamstrings in on another day with another muscle. Who knows? Maybe I'll do a whole little redesign. Because, I mean, for the last, what, honestly, probably year-ish, I've been doing legs, quads and hamstrings. And then the next day is back. No. Legs, then back, and then chest. And then arms. Shoulders I've been skipping just because they're fucking overpowered. They don't really, like, relatively to my arms, definitely, they're just extra big. They don't need any more work. So, kind of following that logic, I want my quads to come up, so maybe I'll focus a bit more on them for an individual day. Now, that doesn't mean I'm doing a split where I hit everything once a week, right? Like a, conventional bros split. But, I'll still hit everything about once, I think, every 4 days. I think that's a good frequency for me. So a little bit less than twice a week, twice every 8 days. It's close enough. It's about right. But, I mean, this might actually be a bit of a boring video because it's just going to be a fucking ton of leg extensions. I'll probably throw in a little bit of variation at the end. Like, I don't even know yet. Maybe definitely some sissy squats. Perhaps some machine leg press as a drop set. I'll have to see what feels good. Or what seems like it's going to feel good. Give me just a crazy pump. So, what else is there to say? Really nothing. So let's just fucking get in there and start thrashing quads. Yeah. Well, we're doing a little bit of loitering as I warm up, but knees feel good, so I'm gonna throw the stack around for 11. That sound good with you guys?
Make it 12. Make it 12. Yeah, 13.
I'm gonna do 11. Holy shit. He? Oh man. Plan now. Obviously, just finished 7 sets of normal leg extensions. I'm gonna add a little bit of a variation into these. So the first part will be the same as the last sets that have just been done. Just gonna burn out on leg extensions. But instead of just being done there, I'm gonna stand up, hold onto these 2 ellipticals for stability, and then do some sissy squats. So the premise with those is, you know, I'm holding on for stability here, but I'm not trying to bend at my fucking waist, right? I'm not doing that. I'm keeping my waist relatively stable. Like it might bend a little, but not much. And all I'm trying to do is bend at my knees. So the only fucking muscle that's working to pick me back up from the bottom of that squat is my quads. It's kind of a Tom Platz style. Like he did that shit on the hack squat a lot. And whenever I have a hack squat at the gym I'm going to, I like throwing some of those in as well. But I think I'll do at least 2 of these. I'm not really sure, but maybe 2. Maybe I'll finish the last 4. I'm not entirely certain. Oh, crap. Oh, yeah. Oh. Dude, the stretch at the bottom of those are insane. Oh, fuck. Oh, crap. The mic's on my head. He can't hear what you're saying.
Everyone, all Sam's fans.
Oh. Holy shit, dude. Quads are rock hard. 1 more set, and then we're fucking done. Yeah, quads only is feeling pretty fucking sick. Because then I don't have to worry about hamstrings afterwards, or have to be a little bit extra tired from hamstrings before. So I'm gonna move hamstrings around in my split, I think. Make it I don't know, I wouldn't mind maybe hamstrings after back, or I don't know. Because I don't want one day to have like a bunch more volume than the other days. I'll figure it out. I won't figure it out just by sitting here talking about it. I'll have to write it out in like a Google Docs or something. It makes it a lot more easier to plan that way. So if you've been doing push-pull legs for a while and you just don't care for doing back and buys on the same day, or some kind of combination like that you just don't love, it could be worth looking into changing your split. You don't have to do the same shit as everybody else, as long as you hit everything with a normal amount of frequency, like twice a week ish. Then that's the main thing that matters. There's nothing special about doing buys and tries on the same day, right? The only reason I have a dedicated arm day is just because I fucking like it. But let's see what we're looking with quad pump wise. Eesh. A little bit of vein still. Let me do a little bit of a breath hold, pop them out extra hard. Oh. They should get pretty gnarly when I'm cut. But yeah, I mean, dude, fuck, man. Even just sitting here doing a squat. Oh, dude, they're fucking tense. Oh, oh yeah. Quads got some solid work. And only from, I mean, it was literally just one movement. Sure, I added a couple variations in at the end with, the, what's the word? The sissy squats. The sissy squat superset. But I probably would have a similar pump without those. They do feel really good. Because, like, sure, I get a decent stretch on the leg extensions. Like, I'm going down to 90 or so. But doing those sissy squats, I'm still in frame. Like, I'm getting way down here, just as far as my fucking legs will even bend. Holy fuck. And, that with tension after the fucking hard set of leg extensions. Dude, that's enough to get anybody's quads pumped. So, put my pants back on and go slam the cluster dextrin shake. Okay, I would not have expected a better pump than that, considering I doubled up on the hostility and the bloodshot. So let's finish the cluster dextrin and then we can get out of here. I'll think about something to say while I drink this. Oh my goodness. Whew. All right. Let's go fucking home. So, what does your leg day consist of? I would assume there's probably leg press in there. Maybe some, let's see, what will there be? Like, honestly, probably mainly leg press, leg extensions, maybe some squats. And then I probably think you're going to be lacking in the hamstring department. Just because, most workouts I see just in general, even from, reasonably big dudes, their quad day, they hit quads hard enough. Or no, what am I saying? Their leg day, right? They got a solid amount of volume for quads, but then, they're not giving hamstrings the same amount of love. Very interesting. Just because it's the back of your leg doesn't mean it's not going to contribute to the size of your fucking legs, right? Having thick hamstrings, for one thing, especially from the side, is just going to make your legs look fucking huge. You know, from the front, I guess, sure, you can get away with pretty small hamstrings, but who wants to only be big from certain angles, right? Like, why the fuck would I only want to work my chest, shoulders, and arms, like, huge from the front, and then have no back, right? I want to fucking look big from all angles. You know, I think some muscles don't get as much, well, I think they're all appreciated enough, but some of them just don't get enough dedication or, you know, work allotment. Is that the right word? Whatever. They just get neglected, right? Top ones that come to mind, rear delts. I never see anybody going ham on rear delts. Hamstrings. What's rear delts, hamstrings? Forearms. But you know, forearms and calves. But you know, calves, obviously everybody needs to work more calves. Forearms can be a little bit of a tricky subject, just because, like, they do get a solid amount of activation just when you're lifting, right? Anything you do with your upper body, your forearms, right, which are responsible for fucking moving your hands around, that's what's connecting you to the fucking weight on any pressing movement, pulling movement, curl, push down, row, you know, anything like that. So, you know, your forearms do get a decent amount of work, but if your forearms are lacking, they're not just going to suddenly grow like magic. That's why I recommend to anybody who wants bigger forearms to do manual forearm work. There's a video. Scroll down, just look up Sam Sulik shoulders and no. Yeah, what is it, shoulders? Shoulders and forearms? I think so. Whatever. I did one video where I talked about it kind of in depth. But you know, getting back to hamstrings, 4 sets twice a week, I'm not necessarily sure that's going to cut it, Jack. Right? You might want to up that volume. Now, for me, you know, from kind of where I'm standing, I think doing hamstrings on the same day as quads is not my favorite. Not my absolute favorite. So I think I'm going to move some stuff around. The split's going to change a little bit, just so that I can have a dedicated quad day, because I really like that. Which is a pretty good example of just how, you know, I'm not saying that a dedicated quad day is going to be good for you, right? I'm just looking at my own personal situation and saying, all right, quads and hamstrings on the same day is a bit too much. You know, that's why I stopped doing, I was doing the Arnold split for a while, so I would hit everything every 3 days. So day 1 would be legs, day 2 would be chest and back, and day 3 would be arms. Sometimes I'd do arms and shoulders, sometimes I wouldn't. You know, I've been slacking, well, not slacking, but just relaxing on the shoulders because they're already solidly developed. But what would happen is I would do chest, and the chest pump would be sick. I'm totally fresh, the chest would be thrashed. And then by the time I moved on to back, I mean, my back pump, it just wasn't as good. You know, I was already tired from chest. You know, it was just too much. So I split them up, gave them their own separate day. But, you know, what's kind of coming to mind is maybe I'll do chest and tries. I do like a chest and try day. I don't mind that combination. And then I might do biceps and hamstrings instead of a dedicated arm day. But again, I've got to figure this shit out. Will take a little bit of thought to realign my schedule. But planned for tonight. It's only 6 o'clock. This is actually pretty early for me. I'm usually done at like 9 or 10. I don't fucking know. Maybe I'll just chill. I haven't gone fishing for a while. I'll find some kind of extracurricular. Some kind of lackadaisical fun. But I know for sure I'm going to get some food. I might have to go cold turkey on the canes, just because I don't want to do it. I don't want to eat it so much that it gets old. Right? Too much of a good thing. It's right there in the fucking statement. It's too much. So maybe I'll go back to my act. No, no, no. Fuck it, dude. I was a Wendy's spicy chicken fanatic, but I don't know what happened. Maybe my um, oh shit. What's the word? What's the word? Your gut biome. What is that? Oh fuck. There's like a term for it. I don't remember. Whatever. Maybe the uh, all the bacteria in my stomach must have changed slightly. Whatever. My digestive tract got altered in some way. But something about the Wendy's spicy chicken ingredients going down. I love it. You know, the second half of that process has been rather uncomfortable, which sucks because I fucking love spicy chicken sandwich from Wendy's. Whatever, man. So you know, sometimes you gotta adjust your life to accommodate certain situations. So I don't know. I'll eat fucking whatever. I know I've got a bunch of ramen at the house. Maybe I'll just do a bagel with a fucking ton of cream cheese. Uh, you know, food's food, right? Like, I'm not a robot where or you know, I see a lot of bodybuilders. They end up saying like, you know, food is for fuel. You're not supposed to enjoy it. I mean, yeah, if you look at it from that insane perspective, but you know, I won't eat something I like. It makes it easier to get down. So I'll get something. I will get something. Be it cereal, chocolate milk, protein shake with a fuck ton of Reese's cups blended into it. You know, just get some more calories in. I'm probably gonna try to get totally fucking full in the next 2 weeks. Like really just try to push the food a little bit harder. You know, hit a peak weight. My bulk, it kind of got fucked up after kind of midsummer-ish, like my metabolism, or not my metabolism, but just my what's the word? My appetite just got totally thrashed because I took a couple days where I didn't actually hit my, like, you know, 4.5, 5,000 calorie goal, and that just fucked me. That's happened every time I do a legit bulk. I'm mad consistent with the calories, and then, you know, one day or a couple days I get behind, and it just gets hard for me to come back. So if that's you, which is also me, so I'm kind of giving myself advice, make fucking sure you try not to miss your calories, or else it'll kind of throw you off track. This is definitely the most muscular I've ever been, but I was a little bit heavier, maybe a month-ish back in the bulk. So I think the trailing end of it has kind of turned into a slight recomp. But I'm going to try to get as full as possible, like I was saying. You know, hit whatever peak weight I can. And finale should be within the month-ish. Maybe. I know it's kind of hard to trust me when I say these things. But then we're going to trim down, see what we fucking built over these last 200 odd days. I'm already getting excited. I love being bulked up and strong, but I also love being just fucking diced, even at the cost of a little bit of strength on some of my heavier lifts. So that's all I gotta say. Cardio in the morning, and then chest tomorrow. That should be a freaky pump as well. So I will see you then.